Have you ever wondered why, despite doing everything your doctor says and following every step to manage your arthritis, the pain just won't go away? Maybe it even seems to get worse as the years pass. You stretch in the morning, you cut back. On foods that trigger inflammation, you rest when it hurts. Yet there's that dull, constant ache in your joints, making even short walks feel like a marathon. If you've ever sat on the edge of your bed, hands wrapped around your knees, and asked yourself, is this really just what aging feels like? You're not alone. It can feel as if your own body is working against you, robbing you of independence, energy, and the small joys you used to take for granted. But what if the answer isn't just about avoiding what's bad for you? What if there are hidden solutions hiding in plain sight? Imagine waking up one morning with a sense of ease, your hands opening a jar without that sharp jolt, your knees bending as you get up from your favorite chair pain-free. What if you could regain that simple freedom, the kind that lets you enjoy a day out with grandchildren or a quiet walk in the park, without the background noise of arthritis pain? For many, this seems impossible. After all, you've been told over and over that joint pain is just part of the deal as you get older. But is it really the whole truth? Or is there more to the story? Something powerful, natural, and overlooked, waiting to give you back your strength. Today, you are going to discover exactly that. According to recent research from trusted institutions, including the Arthritis Foundation and Harvard Medical School, certain choices can change the way your body reacts to arthritis. But here's the interesting twist. These aren't always the tips you hear from your doctor at every appointment. Sometimes the most effective answers go unmentioned, lost under an avalanche of generic advice about medication and rest. Fact, a growing body of scientific evidence suggests that something as simple as what you include on your plate each day could rapidly change your pain and mobility. Yet, these specific plant proteins are rarely talked about. Let's get real. For a moment, if you're like most people living with arthritis, you know the emotional cost is just as big as the physical one. Maybe you feel frustrated, isolated, or even embarrassed to ask for help with daily tasks. You might avoid social gatherings or turn down invitations because you're worried about lagging behind or needing to pause for pain. The fear isn't just about discomfort. It's about losing control, feeling left out, and questioning if things will ever improve. That's a tough place to be. But the good news is, each day offers a chance to rewrite your story. The human body is built for adaptation, connection, and healing. Sometimes it only needs the right spark to start rebuilding from the inside out. In this video, you're not just going to learn another list of foods to eat or avoid. You're about to start a journey. A real exploration of what can make a difference for you right now, without expensive treatments or impossible routines. As we walk through this together, you'll see real-world stories and compelling information from reputable sources. By the end, you'll feel empowered, hopeful, and ready to try practical, affordable changes you can start today. Because you deserve to move freely, to connect with loved ones, and to greet each morning with a sense of purpose, not pain. Stay with me, and let's uncover the answers no one else is talking about. Because every day is a chance to take back your vitality. If you're ready to take charge of your health and discover solutions that truly make a difference, make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update that could help you regain your freedom from pain. Your experience matters. Share in the comments below what your biggest struggle with arthritis has been, or simply tell us how you hope your life could change. When you add your voice, you become part of a community working together toward better days. Lentils are a powerhouse in the world of plant-based proteins, especially for individuals struggling with arthritis pain. These small but mighty legumes are not just affordable and easy to find. They're packed with essential nutrients that can help reduce inflammation and support joint health. Studies published by the Arthritis Foundation highlight lentils as an especially valuable source of plant-based protein, offering a healthy alternative to animal proteins, which can sometimes contribute to increased inflammation in the body. What makes lentils stand out is their impressive combination of nutrients. 1 cup of cooked lentils contains around 18 grams of protein, minimal saturated fat, and a significant amount of fiber, over 15 grams. This high fiber content is key because fiber helps feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut, supporting overall immune health and potentially lowering markers of inflammation, as shown in studies from Harvard Medical School. Beyond protein and fiber, lentils are loaded with important minerals like iron, folate, magnesium, zinc, and potassium. Magnesium and potassium in particular play an important role in relaxing muscles, supporting connective tissue repair, and maintaining the overall stability of your joints. These minerals are often deficient in diets high in processed foods, so adding lentils to your meals can help correct this balance and support healthy joint function. Another valuable component of lentils is their polyphenol content. Polyphenols are plant compounds that act as antioxidants in the body, helping to neutralize harmful free radicals that damage cells and contribute to joint pain and stiffness. Research reviewed by the National Institutes of Health suggests that a polyphenol-rich diet can lead to reduced inflammation and improved joint mobility, making lentils an excellent addition to any arthritis-friendly menu. For those concerned about digestibility and potential bloating from legumes, properly soaking or rinsing lentils before cooking can reduce these effects and make them gentler on your system. Lentils are also versatile. You can easily add them to soups, salads, stews, or use them as a base for veggie patties, enabling you to enjoy their benefits in a way that fits your taste preferences and lifestyle. To give you an example of the difference lentils can make, let's hear from Mr. Carlos, a 72-year-old retiree. For years, he struggled with nagging knee and hand pain that made gardening and even basic movements challenging. After reading about the anti-inflammatory potential of lentils and consulting with his nutritionist, Carlos started adding lentils to his meals 3 times a week. Within 2 months, he noticed that his morning stiffness had dramatically decreased, and he was able to return to gardening without the same level of discomfort. I didn't expect much at first, but now my hands feel more flexible, and I have energy for things I love. It's a simple change that made a big difference for me, he shared. For anyone looking to incorporate lentils into their routine and maximize the benefits, start by swapping them in place of your usual meat sources a couple of days a week. Try a hearty lentil soup for lunch, a spicy lentil stew for dinner, or a cold lentil salad as a side dish. Even small, regular changes like this can add up to noticeable improvements in comfort, mobility, and quality of life. Eating lentils regularly is one practical, research-backed way to fuel your body while fighting back against arthritis pain. Chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, are another remarkable plant-based protein that can make a significant difference for those suffering from arthritis pain. Authoritative sources like the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health highlight chickpeas for their outstanding nutritional profile, and their specific benefits for joint health are well documented. Chickpeas are naturally rich in plant-based protein, providing about 15 grams per cooked cup, along with a substantial 12 grams of dietary fiber. This combination is important because protein helps maintain and repair muscle as well as other body tissue, which is essential for those experiencing joint degeneration or loss of mobility. Meanwhile, the fiber content promotes healthy digestion and supports beneficial gut bacteria, crucial for modulating the body's inflammatory response. Moreover, chickpeas are an excellent source of several micronutrients directly tied to bone and joint health. These legumes are packed with calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc, and particularly manganese. Research conducted by the Arthritis Foundation underscores the role of manganese in supporting collagen production, which is vital for connective tissue strength and repair. Chickpeas also boast significant amounts of antioxidant compounds such as flavonoids, saponins, and phenolic acids, which help lower oxidative stress and inflammation in the body, key contributors to joint stiffness and pain. Studies have linked The regular consumption of chickpeas and other legumes with reduced C-reactive protein, CRP levels, a well-known marker of systemic inflammation that is often elevated in people with rheumatoid arthritis. Beyond their anti-inflammatory properties, chickpeas have a low glycemic index, meaning they help regulate blood sugar levels. This is particularly important because spikes in blood sugar can trigger inflammatory processes, and effective blood sugar regulation leads to more stable energy and less overall body inflammation. Chickpeas also provide folate, which assists in reducing homocysteine levels, another compound linked to increased inflammation when elevated. For those worried about convenience or taste, chickpeas are incredibly versatile and easy to prepare. You can purchase them canned or dried. If using dried chickpeas, soaking them overnight or using a pressure cooker can make them soft and easy to digest. For a quick and satisfying snack, try roasting chickpeas with your favorite spices. They can be blended into creamy hummus, added to salads for an extra protein boost, or stirred into vegetable stews and soups. These practical preparations make it easy to regularly include chickpeas in your meal rotation. Let's hear the story of Mrs. Fatima, a 69-year-old retired teacher who battled persistent wrist and elbow pain that interfered with her hobbies and daily tasks. After learning from her doctor about the benefits of chickpeas, supported by recommendations from nutrition organizations, she started adding homemade hummus and chickpea salads to her diet several times a week. Within a few weeks, Fatima experienced less swelling in her joints and was able to comfortably hold a paintbrush for her beloved art projects once again. Incorporating chickpeas wasn't difficult, and now my hands feel lighter and less sore. It's amazing how such a simple change could help me regain my joy in painting, she expressed. Incorporating chickpeas into your diet is an accessible, cost-effective way to naturally support joint health and manage arthritis pain. Whether enjoyed as a main course or as a healthy snack, chickpeas offer practical, research-backed benefits that can translate into improved mobility, reduced pain, and a notable boost in quality of life. Quinoa is an exceptional plant-based protein that deserves a place in any arthritis-friendly diet. Recognized by the Whole Grains Council and supported by extensive research in peer-reviewed journals, quinoa is actually a nutrient-dense seed that functions like a grain in cooking. Its unique nutritional composition provides an array of benefits for joint health and inflammation control, making it especially useful for those managing arthritis symptoms. One of quinoa's standout features is its complete protein profile. Unlike most plant-based foods, quinoa contains all 9 essential amino acids required for muscle and tissue repair. This is crucial for people with arthritis, as the ongoing joint stress and degeneration demand robust support for tissue healing and maintenance. According to the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, 1 cup of cooked quinoa provides approximately 8 grams of high-quality protein, along with 5 grams of fiber. This fiber not only supports digestive health, which is now known to influence systemic inflammation, but it also helps regulate blood sugar levels, an important factor since spikes in glucose can worsen inflammation in the body. Beyond protein and fiber, quinoa is a rich source of important minerals such as magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, and iron. Magnesium, in particular, plays a vital role in muscle relaxation and nerve function, both of which are essential for reducing the cramping and stiffness often experienced by those with arthritis. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food demonstrates that magnesium intake is associated with lower levels of C-reactive protein, CRP, a marker of systemic inflammation. Quinoa further boosts joint health through its abundant antioxidants, including quercetin and camphorol, which have been shown to protect against oxidative damage in body tissues, a crucial factor in slowing the progression of arthritis. Another benefit of quinoa is its very low glycemic index, which helps maintain steady blood sugar and insulin levels, reducing the risk of inflammatory flare-ups linked with blood sugar volatility. Quinoa is also naturally gluten-free, making it suitable for those with autoimmune forms of arthritis who may need to avoid gluten to minimize inflammation and digestive upset. For those concerned with practicality, Quinoa is remarkably easy to prepare. It cooks quickly, generally within 15 minutes, and its mild, nutty flavor pairs well with both savory and sweet dishes. You can enjoy quinoa as a base for vegetable stir-fries, as a filling in stuffed peppers, or mixed into salads. Leftover quinoa also makes an excellent addition to breakfast bowls, or can be shaped into patties for a fiber and protein-rich replacement for traditional burgers. To illustrate the impact quinoa can have, consider the story of Mrs. Eleanor, a 75-year-old grandmother who struggled with hip pain that made walking and standing difficult. Her rheumatologist suggested trying more plant-based proteins, and after reading studies from the Arthritis Foundation, she began incorporating quinoa in place of pasta or rice at her main meals 3 to 4 times per week. Within a month, Eleanor noticed less swelling and tenderness in her hips, and she found herself able to join her grandchildren on walks in the park again. Switching to quinoa was easy, and the difference in my comfort level surprised me. I feel less achy and much more active, she shared happily. For those looking to improve joint comfort and mobility, quinoa offers a practical, versatile, and evidence-backed dietary option. Simply replacing refined grains with quinoa a few times a week can enhance protein intake, reduce inflammation, and support overall health, helping individuals with arthritis reclaim a more active and fulfilling life. Black beans are an outstanding plant-based protein that belong on the list of anti-inflammatory foods for those managing arthritis. Supported by the USDA and highlighted in research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, black beans are not only affordable and widely available, but also deliver a potent nutritional punch highly relevant to joint health. Each cooked cup contains roughly 15 grams of protein and 15 grams of dietary fiber, which are fundamental in promoting muscle maintenance, supporting digestive health, and helping control appetite and blood sugar. The high protein content in black beans is especially crucial for people with arthritis. As the body deals with ongoing joint stress and potential muscle loss due to inactivity, regular protein intake provides the building blocks needed for tissue repair and muscle preservation. The fiber component, meanwhile, feeds beneficial gut bacteria, cultivating a healthier gut microbiome. A factor increasingly recognized by the Johns Hopkins Arthritis Center as significant for controlling systemic inflammation, which underpins many types of arthritis pain. Black beans also contain an array of vital micronutrients, notably iron, magnesium, folate, and potassium. Magnesium plays a particularly important role in muscle relaxation and overall joint function. Studies suggest that people with adequate magnesium intake experience fewer muscle cramps and stiffness, both common complaints for arthritis sufferers. Potassium helps counterbalance sodium levels in the body, reducing fluid retention and the associated pressure and inflammation in joints. Black beans are further distinguished by their abundance of polyphenols, especially anthocyanins, the compounds responsible for their rich, dark color. Anthocyanins are potent antioxidants, proven in studies cited by the Arthritis Foundation, to fight oxidative stress, which accelerates joint damage and inflammation. Regular consumption of anthocyanin-rich foods like black beans has been linked to reduced pain and improved function in people with inflammatory arthritis. Another advantage is their low glycemic index, which helps stabilize blood sugar and guard against inflammation triggered by rapid swings in glucose levels. Black beans are also naturally gluten-free and low in saturated fat, making them heart-healthy and suitable for those with additional dietary restrictions. Incorporating black beans into your daily meals can be remarkably simple. Canned black beans are convenient and just require a quick rinse before use. They blend seamlessly into salads, grain bowls, soups, and stews. Alternatively, they can be mashed into spreads, layered in wraps, or formed into nutritious homemade veggie burgers, offering endless versatility while supporting better joint health. To bring these benefits to life, consider the story of Mr. George, a 72-year-old avid gardener who had begun to lose strength in his hands and knees due to osteoarthritis. Influenced by articles from leading arthritis experts, George started eating black beans in chili and salads 3 times weekly. Within a month, he reported better grip strength and reduced morning stiffness. Black beans are easy to add to the foods I already enjoy. My joints feel less swollen, and I'm back to tending my roses without as much pain, he shared. For others living with arthritis, practical steps like replacing some animal proteins with black beans can support joint comfort and improve digestive and cardiovascular health. These small changes can lead to less pain, increased strength, and renewed confidence in everyday activities, ultimately enhancing quality of life. Tofu stands out as a highly effective plant-based protein that can play a transformative role in managing arthritis symptoms. Extensively researched and supported by organizations such as the Arthritis Foundation and the Mayo Clinic, tofu is produced from coagulated soy milk and is a dietary staple in many cultures. Its composition delivers significant health benefits for joint protection, anti-inflammatory support, and overall mobility, making it especially valuable for individuals living with arthritis. Tofu provides an impressive protein profile, offering approximately 10 grams of complete protein per half-cup serving. Unlike most plant proteins, tofu contains all 9 essential amino acids necessary for tissue repair, muscle maintenance, and immune support. Since arthritis frequently leads to muscle wasting and impaired tissue regeneration around affected joints, incorporating tofu can help restore strength and mitigate further degeneration. As highlighted in nutritional analysis from the USDA, tofu is also an excellent source of calcium, important for bone density and structural support, particularly for arthritis sufferers who are at higher risk of osteoporosis. Moreover, tofu is rich in magnesium and phosphorus, minerals that play key roles in muscle relaxation and nerve transmission. Studies published in the journal Nutrients indicate that magnesium can significantly reduce the frequency of muscle cramps and the intensity of joint pain. The high isoflavone content in tofu, namely genistein and daidzein, offers unique anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Clinical research supported by the National Institutes of Health demonstrates that isoflavones help counteract inflammatory pathways and reduce oxidative stress in joint tissues, potentially slowing the progression of both osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. This reduction in inflammation can translate to less pain, better joint flexibility, and improved daily function. Tofu's low-calorie and low-saturated fat content make it not only joint-friendly but also beneficial for heart and metabolic health. Its versatility in the kitchen adds to its practical appeal. Tofu can be added to stir-fries, soups, grain bowls, salads, or even blended into smoothies for a creamy protein boost without altering flavors drastically. For individuals with difficulty chewing or experiencing fatigue, silken tofu is a gentle option that requires minimal preparation. To illustrate the potential benefits, meet Mrs. Linda, a 68-year-old retiree who struggled with persistent knee swelling due to rheumatoid arthritis. On her doctor's recommendation, and after reading about tofu's benefits on the Mayo Clinic website, Linda transitioned to using tofu as her main protein several times a week, experimenting with different recipes such as marinated tofu cubes and tofu scrambles. After 4 weeks, she noted not only a decrease in swelling and nighttime discomfort, but a noticeable increase in energy and ease of movement during her morning walks. Including tofu in my meals made a bigger difference than I expected. I feel lighter and my joints aren't as stiff when I get up, Linda enthused. For others facing similar challenges, swapping out red meat for tofu just a few times a week is an accessible way to raise daily protein intake, lower inflammation, and protect joint health. Whether sautéed, baked, or pureed, tofu is a time-saving and economical choice that supports less pain, greater strength, and a more active lifestyle for anyone managing arthritis. We want to hear from you. Have you ever tried adding any of these plant-based proteins to your meals? Or do you have your own tips for managing arthritis pain naturally? Share your experiences, questions, or favorite recipes in the comments below. Your insights may help others in our community find relief and discover new ways to improve their joint health. Every story matters, and together we can build a supportive network for everyone facing arthritis. Remember, making small changes in your diet, like incorporating more plant-based proteins, can have a big impact on your mobility and comfort. Stay curious, stay proactive, and continue exploring healthy options that fit your lifestyle. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Your participation makes this community stronger. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more trustworthy tips. Leave a comment below to let us know what you'd like to see in future videos or simply say hello. We appreciate every single one of you.